here you are, face to face in this trashy bar.
Hello and welcome. This is Barbara from Vienna, Austria, and this video is a little bit different. So it kind of has different parts. I'm starting by showing you some of my previous older traveler's notebook style notebooks that I have had, and I have just bought two original traveler's notebooks, which I'm going to unpack and set up here. And at the end, I will also have some collaging for you with some very special papers. So stay tuned for that if you're interested in some more collaging. So I wanted to show you these because my reason for buying these original traveler's notebooks was that I've had like fake traveler's notebook styles since years and I adored them, but since I've been doing a lot of decluttering and such, I thought I would get rid of some of these older covers and replace it with the original, because I would rather have less things but have better quality things, if that makes sense. So that is why I totally splurged and I gifted myself two traveler's notebooks. So this first little one is the passport size and it comes with this insert. I did get these from a local shop here in Vienna, Austria called Sous-Bois, which is in the, I think, 7th district or 6th district, I'm not sure now. And I believe this is the only local shop in Vienna that has the original Travelers Company products. So I actually checked now and I was surprised that they have Traveler's Notebook and Midori, actually still the Midori branded products on Amazon. So I will link some of those down below in case you are interested in these original products. I do see the quality immediately and I just love the black, and I love the black especially with the red elastic. So each one of these came with 3 elastics, and for both of these I'm switching the black ones out for the red ones. And this is now the standard sized TN. It's absolutely beautiful. One of the reasons why in the past I didn't get the original ones was because the elastic, I always liked having the elastic attached in the spine rather than in the back like Travelers Company does that, because I never understood the point of having that bulky knot there. But I just decided to give it a try. The main inspiration for this purchase was that both of the, or let's say there were two girls who had joined our journal meetups the last time we had our meetup in January, and they both had a bunch of these notebooks because they both work in the Sous-Bois shop, and I fell in love with them immediately, and so I had to have them. And so, of course, while I was there in the shop, I had to buy all the accessories to go with it. So, yeah, that's why I have everything, and I'm loving all of these bits. Now, this plastic insert, I don't know if I can find that on Amazon. I haven't seen that. This one I've seen there. I can definitely link this one. These are the smaller pockets. So I'm going to put one of these in the front of the standard sized one. And I wanted to also add one to my passport sized one, but they're actually too big. I also got this pen holder, which is really nice. I wish they would have had it in this brass or gold color, but they didn't. But actually it turns out that it's fine. It didn't really bother me that much. Next, I have this brass pen, which is actually from AliExpress, and I'm linking that down below as well. I've had this for quite a while, maybe a year or so, and I love it. And it fits perfectly in there, looks very nice. And I also bought these label plates, and one of the two girls that were at this meetup had one of these sewn onto her cover with some red thread, and I knew I had to have that. You can also attach the brass plates with, it has some sticky adhesive on the back. So I could have done that, but I really wanted the accent of the red thread because that I thought would look really nice with the red elastic. Now it was kind of, how should I say, it was weird punching through that beautiful cover, but I'm happy I did it because I love the result of that. So I just stitched through that and then tied a double knot on the back and cut it really short. So you will of course see these knots on the inside cover, but in the end I covered that up with a writing board, so it doesn't bother me actually. And now I'm making a little card to stamp a title on. So I'm using my 12-digit roller stamp, which I'm also linking below, and I'm using my Memento Espresso Truffle ink, and I'm gonna stamp the word notes. And I think that looks really cute. And I'm going to add some regular tape in the back just to make sure it doesn't come out of that brass plate. Love it, love it, love it. Especially in combination with the red elastic there, it just looks beautiful. Next, I'm adding this canvas pouch, which I've had in my other notebooks, which is also from AliExpress, and I will also link that below, as well as this writing board is also from Ali, and I will switch that later to the front. And I also have these beautiful, beautiful cogwheel charms that are also from Ali. I got these recently. And I'm going to use these for both of my notebooks in the front because you gotta have charms on your traveler's notebook, I'm sorry. So for the passport size ones, I'm of course choosing some smaller ones. And I'm going to attach these with some jump rings. So cute, love the sound as well. And now I'm choosing two for the standard size one, and I really love this clock with the rabbit. And I'm also using a smaller cogwheel, and those are also really cute. So now I'm just switching that to be in the front. I'm going to use that clip as a like kind of like a bookmark. And I'm also going to add one of these little pouches that I had in my other fake traveler's notebook. This is a beautiful olive one. I will also link that below from Ali. And I'm just adding that there. So that one is quite fat now. And I'm adding this paper clip, which I really love. This one I bought in the States, maybe at Michael's or Joann's, I'm not sure. One of your beautiful craft stores. Yeah, so that is the initial setup of both of these notebooks. So it's been a couple of weeks since I have set these two traveler's notebooks up, and I wanted to show you how I've started using them, and I also thought I would show you some of my other notebooks I use because I enjoy watching others explain how they use their notebooks. So I thought maybe this would be interesting for some of you as well. So let's first give you a peek into these. So these actually, if you've seen my previous videos with the collages, then you've seen these. So I have two of the original passport sized traveler's notebooks in here. I did not like the colors of the covers, which was this red and this green. So I wanted to cover up both of the covers, so I did that. And then this is the back side, and then on the inside you might have seen I've made these collages about every 3 pages. I'm not done yet, but that's what I started off with, because whatever I will use this second notebook for, it will be some sort of writing, I'm sure. I do like to have these kind of pages in between, just to kind of break it up, and so it's not only writing. I don't know if any of you are like that, but I don't enjoy plain notebooks with just writing in them. I need something in there to bring me joy. And I also have some collages in this one, which you also probably have seen if you've seen my previous videos. And this is one that I am using to track my health data, like my daily walks. I try to do at least 10,000 every, not 10,000 oh my gosh, no, 10,000 steps every day. And I also am doing some intermittent fasting since beginning of January, and I have yet to decide what to do with the second one. So that's the little one, which I love so much. And then this big one, which is the standard size, I have put in this one insert that is actually handmade by Maud. So thank you again, Maud. I've been using this so much, and I am almost through with this. Unfortunately, I only have these 2 pages left, but I have used this to put in the information when I am creating a video. Then I need to write down, for example, I would write down the name of the video and which music I've used, and then I will write down all the links that I have mentioned in the video that I need to include in the description box. So that helps me keep track of that, and that works very well. So I've been doing that for a while, and I have a second one here, which is an original Traveler's Company insert. And I guess I will continue with the same method that I've used here in this one. But you see, this one still has a blank front, and I think I might have to change that because that is a no-go. And then I wanted to show you, I want to show you first, last year I was using this beautiful, beautiful journal, or not journal, calendar from Archer and Olive. I love this so much. It's a daily agenda 12-month book of plans. That's what it's called. And I really love this to bits. The paper quality is absolutely amazing. It's a very heavy kind of cardstock paper, so you can throw anything on it you want, and it can do whatever you want. And it has blank weeks, so each week you would have to basically stamp your own date and so forth. So it has always a monthly overview, and then it has the weekly. And that was the system that worked perfectly for me. So on the monthly one, I always put down which videos I posted when, because that's a great overview to have. And then in here, I would put the daily tasks. Basically, I only use this for my tasks for like anything to do with my channel or Instagram or anything like that would go in here. And so the way my system would work is I would have this one, and I'm usually not a fan of spiral notebooks because I always find the spiral gets in the way, but I really love the design of this notebooks, and this is like gold, so I thought this was really cute, which is why I just had to take it, even though it's not usually my jam. And it has lines, which is also usually not my not my thing. But I don't know, I love this notebook. I love the quality of the cover. And so what I did is this I use like as a running to-do list. So I've used this since January last year. So I would just keep a running to-do list in this journal. And then on a daily basis, I would transfer the to-dos that I wanted to accomplish on a certain day. I would transfer it into this notebook. And what I really enjoyed about this notebook as well is that I was, as you can see here, I was decorating each week a little bit differently, which was really cool because I saw how my style changed, and I moved from where can I show you? Like I started kind of like this, kind of like all over the place. I mean, I love this page, but it doesn't really have a or this one. I don't think they have such cohesive looks. Like this one I love. But then when I move, like there's something I really don't like a lot. Like, yeah, as you see here, this is so not me anymore. This was April last year. These I think are fun. I really love these stickers. But like I have totally moved on into like more vintage style, even in this calendar. Maybe you can see. So I thought that was actually really cool to see this kind of not change but this development in my style. So here on the pages where there was no writing to do because there were no days, I just made big collages, and I really love them. It was a nice way to keep up with my collaging as well. So, and I think I have a few more of those. Yeah, like here you see the mushrooms. I mean, I just love this, and it got really fat. But that was okay because it had this elastic to keep it shut. Now, I wanted something similar for this year, and I was really struggling because I really wanted this kind of book again. But the thing was that I could not justify the price of this because this one, including the shipping from the States, because I am in Europe, would have been over $50, and with like I think $57 or something, which is absolutely insane, and I could not justify it in my head to do that. Last year when I had gotten this with my friend Farin, and we had split, she got one and I got one, and we had split the shipping costs, so that was all right. But yeah, I just couldn't. So what I did instead, after looking for a long time to find something that is equally as beautiful, and I did not succeed, but I did find this one, which was a lot cheaper. This is actually from, I think I got this from Wish. I will try to find the link. They had different covers, and I mean, it's cute, right? I mean, I can't say anything. It is quite cute. The cover is like a semi-hard cover, and inside it also has these blank weeks like the other one had, and it does have the monthly overview, which was very important to me. And let me find you one. Yeah, so that's like this, and they all have some cute decorations on top, so it's really cute. I really can't say anything against that. And they all have per month, they have different decorations here as well on the month and the weeks, so really cute. What I do not like about it is, and I'm sorry Americans, but I don't get it, your week starts with Sunday usually, and I don't understand this, because for me a week starts with a Monday. So going from Sunday to Saturday is just something that is so off for me. So yeah, I'm trying to get used to it. I've been working in this for about a month now. So yeah, I'm struggling with that, but otherwise it's fine. I'm trying to not decorate it as much because I don't want it to get so big, because this one does not have an elastic to keep it closed. I am putting a few of these cute girl stickers in it wherever I don't like, where the month has ended before or starting later in the week. So yeah, I will link these stickers below if you're interested. They are from AliExpress. I find them very cute. So I am gonna use this. I'm again using the monthly overview like I have in the past to see. I'm just trying to find that to see the overview of my videos when I post which video. So that is awesome that I have that. Yeah, and the weeks are just normal. So I would transfer my to-dos from here onto each day and then check them off as I do them. Yeah, so that system works really well for me. Let's see if I stick with this the whole year. Yeah, let's see. I don't know. Yeah, so I hope this was interesting for you. I hope this gave you some insight into how I use all of my planners and books. And I guess it wouldn't be a typical video of mine if I didn't do some sort of creative thing in it as well. So I thought, let's collage this beautiful insert. Let's collage on the cover so that it's ready to use. So I'm going to cover the front and back of this insert with a collage, and I am finally breaking the ice of using my beautiful Bento stationery box. I will link the unboxing of this below if you're interested in seeing that. And I thought this was a perfect opportunity to start using this box, because I thought if I start using it by just working on a regular journal page, I wouldn't be able to see that page very often. But if I use it on the cover of my TN that I use daily, then I would see it often. And I think that's just the perfect way to start using this box. So what I'm doing now is I'm picking out some papers that are kind of in the same color range. So as you can see, there's a lot of peach and light pink tones that I thought would go together well. So just to make it a little bit easier on which papers to choose, I thought I would do that, because otherwise it would have taken me forever to choose the papers for this collage. I must admit I was a bit, I felt a little bit under pressure to make this collage with these papers, because all the papers are one of a kind for me anyway. And I don't think I will ever order another box, just because they are quite pricey, and this was a gift that I gave to myself. So I didn't want to mess it up, and I boldly started gluing things onto the cover without having planned any layout before. So it was risky because I really wanted this cover to turn out beautiful. So what I'm doing here is I am choosing the more colorful pages to be spread out throughout the collage rather than having them all in one place. So that would make your eye move around the page more. And since all of these papers are so beautiful and they are pretty cohesive throughout the whole box, because you could choose a color theme for your box. So then basically I think you could pair anything with anything and it would still look great. So yeah, I'm just playing around. I was having so much fun with these papers, and I'm so enjoying also that they have different textures. So I was considering putting some something like Mod Podge or similar over the whole collage at the end, just because it was a cover. But I might still do that at a later point if I feel it needs it, but I really didn't want to do it at this point because I did want to enjoy all the different textures. And I also wanted to add some of the washi tapes that were included in the box because they are also absolutely beautiful and they really went well with the other papers on this cover. So I'm adding those, but I'm adding some glue stick underneath because, as we probably all know, the washi is not very permanent. So especially using it on a cover, I thought it was necessary to add some glue underneath. Of course, if you know that you will add some Mod Podge on top, then you probably wouldn't have to do that. I will of course link their website below as well in case you're interested in order anything from them. I just checked them and they currently almost everything is sold out, so I hope that will change in the near future. Now these two hand-carved stamps were also in the box and I've actually never used them before, so I thought I would try them out on this collage with my Memento Espresso Truffle ink, which is also linked below. And again, that was actually quite risky because I didn't know whether they would turn out nice, but look how gorgeous they are. And they are exactly, of course, the same style as her hand-printed papers. So I think they look so adorable. And I'm putting 3 stamps on the front and the back, and I'm also using the second stamp. It's just so gorgeous. I'm blown away by the quality of every single product that was included in this box. So finally I wanted to choose one of these 3 as my focal point. I didn't know that was what I wanted to do, but I didn't know which one. I decided to go with this one mostly because I loved the light blue with the peachy colors, but then I actually ended up cutting away most of those because it was just too big. And I also wanted to use something with my name on it because several of the packages had my name handwritten on them and I wanted to include one of those. So this was part of the packaging, which I am now cutting apart, and I'm trying to somehow combine these two, which is why I had to cut that paper down because it just wasn't working. So then I decided to fussy cut these 2 girls out, and there's just a little bit of blue left on the left side. So after I stuck it down, this is what it looks like. So this is the final version of my cover and I love it so much. These papers are just so gorgeous. And now this will go into my traveler's notebook. And I'm so happy with it. Yep, so that's it. That will be my next notebook. And yeah, so I hope this was interesting for you. It's kind of a different video. And I hope to see you back next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Everything makes total sense.